Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back again with another YouTube video. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A. I know that's a little bit different from what you guys are used to, but I just thought I'd try it out, and I think it would be kind of fun, and it's a little bit of a different formula than what you guys are all used to, and I think it's a good way for you guys to hear my opinions on subjects I wouldn't normally talk about in my YouTube video. So that being said, if this does well, I'll probably do another one, but if it doesn't, then this will probably just be a one-off little fun thing. So I posted about 2 weeks ago saying, thinking about doing a Q&A video if you guys are interested, and 73% said yes. And I also said leave your comments of your questions in the comments below, and we got 6 questions, which doesn't sound a lot, but I'll try to be as in depth with these questions as possible. So we got the first question by Tamily 4663. What has inspired you to create your YouTube channel, and what kept you going? What originally inspired me was people like PewDiePie and UberXNova. If you guys don't know, my previous YouTube channel started off with gaming. I think my first ever voiceover gameplay video was Fallout Part 1, and it is so bad. I don't think it's accessible anymore because number 1, I deleted it, and number 2, my whole entire previous channel is completely gone now. So I started off by doing that, but when I was like really young, I think when I was like 11 or 12, me and my friend were in his basement, and we would basically just record using my iPod, and we'd just record the screen, and we'd just play Skyrim, and that's on like a long forgotten like YouTube channel. So it's people like UberXNova, PewDiePie, the Creatures, you know, all these channels that I just grew up watching, especially with like Happy Wheels and stuff. And after I did like kind of the Fallout stuff, I switched over to more horror gameplay. So I'd go out of my way to find like horror Roblox games. I believe I played almost all of Layers of Fear 2. And I realized that I just wasn't getting many views, and I'm all about doing what you love on YouTube, but at the time I was kind of iffy about my YouTube channel already, and how I wasn't really liking the views I was getting on my gameplay videos, because gameplay is so hard to get traction on YouTube because everyone plays video games. So I started doing reaction content, and I wasn't really enjoying it, and I just wasn't having fun with it. Like, I did make a couple fun videos where I was like cringing to like My Hero Academia stands and stuff like that, being someone who's a big fan of My Hero Academia, and I thought that was just extremely fun. Except I can't do constant cringe compilations, and even though they would do good, I still wasn't feeling it. And in the meantime, I was also thinking about doing commentaries, and that's kind of where my channel went. I started doing more and more commentaries. Then I started doing videos on EDP, and that's kind of what pushed me to start doing commentaries, especially against people like EDP and Dream and stuff like that, like all those people. That's kind of what started me to do commentary. And I was already like listening to commentary channels and doing commentary style content because I was a big fan of Leafy when I was younger. I watched Sensitive Society, all these other like commentary channels that talk about YouTube drama, like Drama Alert and stuff. I wouldn't say Drama Alert inspired me, but it definitely was a big thing that I used to tune into as a kid. So I was like, fuck it, I should just do commentary style content, and that's what I did. And those videos did actually very, very well. And so I just kind of continued it to the point where my channel eventually got terminated. But we're going to get into that because I think someone asked about my channel a little bit later on. But what keeps me going is kind of like what I'm doing. Like, I came to a point on my previous channel where people were reaching out to me to do topics, and I thought that was really cool. Like, some people would personally reach out to me and say, hey, I got an issue with this person, can you look into it? And I thought that would really fun. And obviously the views too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it obviously, a big part of YouTube is wanting views and to blow up, and that's not my forefront. But if I can get views while also doing dramas and stuff that I'm actually interested in, that's cool. So the next question is by Destructor 2001. If you can do a collab with any 4 people, who would it be and why? I would want to do collabs with people I disagree with. I know that sounds really like weird or whatever, but I would like to do a collab with someone like Leafy, Jalen, even I would even go as far as say like J-Station, these content creators that everyone hates, and I think it would just make a very interesting video, and I'd be interested in debating people like Leafy and stuff like that, people who genuinely have around the same content as me, well, back in the day, but I just have different points of view, and I think that would be extremely interesting. And and maybe someone like Sensitive Society, because he's one of my favorite commentary channels, and he's a big inspiration for my channel because the guy's just as real as it gets. Even if I disagree with some of the stuff he does, I think he's one of the more real commentary channels. But that being said, I would want to do collabs with big content creators that I disagree with. Someone like Destiny 2, I would like to do a collab with, just so I can get into a confrontation with them, because I think these big political streamers pretend like they're good at debating, but they're just not, because they all have a bunch of baggage and egos. So it's like, I feel like any small commentary channel could completely destroy someone like Destiny or Sneeko or these big content people who just have so much baggage that's like, I could just destroy you. You know what I mean? So we're going to continue. Exposing the Truth Forever says, what's the first thing you would change about YouTube? I know there's a lot, but the first thing you do is, I'd honestly, there's a lot, like he's right, there's a lot to change about YouTube, and there's a lot of stuff I disagree with, but I think the main biggest thing that would change with YouTube is bring back the dislike. I think that's been the biggest issue. I'd 100% bring back the dislike. I don't see how the dislike was ever used. Well, I do see why it's used in a bad way, but the good outweighed the bad. And I think now that I'm a content creator and I wasn't when it got removed, I would like to see the dislike, because I have to go out of my way to go into my YouTube studios to see if a video is getting liked to dislikes and see if I'm getting ratioed. And I think it's a good idea to know, like, if people are agreeing with your content, if you should continue talking about a certain topic, like what's working. And I think like to dislikes will show it. You know what I mean? And even then, even though like they quote unquote apparently removed it from people spam disliking things, people still do it. If your video is getting disliked, even if it's a good video and people see it's being disliked, they'll still dislike it and leave hateful comments because it's getting disliked. So it didn't really change anything in terms of like the hate mob and shit like that. And people have extensions of showing the dislike. I just think YouTube should just smarten up and just re-add the dislike button, honestly. And I think if you can't handle seeing some dislikes on your channel, you probably shouldn't be a content creator. The next big thing I would do, and this is more of a content thing, is bring back YouTube Rewind, except do it properly. I think like starting like PewDiePie or a meme channel to do the YouTube Rewind would be so smart, because YouTube needs to stop focusing so much on corporations and start focusing on what made YouTube proper, which is the content creators and the OGs and stuff like that. But instead they're focused on the SS Sniper Wolves and the Jimmy Fallons and these fucking brain dead soulless content creators and celebrities that just are destroying YouTube. Honestly, YouTube has been on a downhill for the longest time, and I think even just bringing back the dislike would start, maybe do a redemption arc for YouTube. But as of right now, it's just been a complete shit show. So Fatima 346 says, I got 69%. Nice. And my Q is, what are some fun facts about you that you have not told us? There's not a lot of fun facts about me. I'm a pretty chill person. I live a pretty chill life. I mean, I just work like everyone else. I have my hobbies like video games. I collect Gundams. I collect other things. I have a fish. There's not much interesting stuff that I feel like people don't already know about me. Like, obviously, there probably is some stuff that you guys don't know, but I'm going to keep that private because I don't want all my life on YouTube. For many reasons, but I don't know. I don't really have anything interesting about me. So we have the next question by Aloe the Wolf saying, will you be making any videos about Floofer? I'm not too sure, because I feel like Rinse is already doing a very good job talking about Floofer. If you guys don't know who Floofer is, here's a warning. He's a very awful person who my friend Rinse has been covering for quite extensively. Basically, they're a very bad person, and they do stuff to animals and children that I'm not going to talk about in this video. But yeah, it's really bad. I probably will do a video eventually on Floofer, but the problem with people like Floofer and stuff is they want so much attention, and I understand it's a double-edged sword. If you want to talk about these creators, you have to give them attention, but people like Floofer and Luzuki, they want attention. They crave it. They want people to notice them, and it's sad. And someone like Floofer also came into my live stream a couple days ago, and I just blocked him because I don't want to deal with that shit, honestly, and I'd rather do my own separate video talking about it. So to answer your question, I probably will, but it'll probably be in collaboration with Rinse, because he has a lot of stuff on Floofer and all that. And I mean, I don't know, I'll probably get to it eventually, but yeah, as of right now, it's a maybe. So the last question we got here is, what happened to your old channel? I think this is a good way to end off. Basically, my old channel was a channel called Call Me Cameron, and what happened is it was just straight up terminated. I got multiple strikes. I think they're all a bunch of bullshit. So my first warning had to do when I was doing reaction content. My first warning was a My Hero Academia cringe compilation, and there was a scene where a girl was putting a certain substance on a poster. I ended up blocking it out with my webcam, but I guess my reaction to what was happening on screen was enough for it to be terminated for bodily fluids or something like that. And so that was my warning, which was complete BS, because the video I was reacting to was up, and it's still up to this day, but I got a strike for whatever reason. I think that was one of my first ever huge videos that blew up too, to get it taken down and then a warning. And then a month or two later, I got a strike for a EDP video that I was doing, and the EDP video was me pretty much talking smack about EDP, exposing some of his hypocrisy, because this was around the time he was going after Chris Tyson for his involvement with Shadbase or whatever. And so I did a video on that, and it got taken down for bullying and harassment, which was BS. And then about a month later, I did a video talking about a certain content creator on TikTok who was being exploited on Twitter and some other social medias, and I was calling out how bullshit it was for social medias to allow this to happen and how disgusting the situation is. I didn't show any videos, no voice clips, nothing. And then I got terminated for child endangerment. even though I didn't include anything. But even talking about that topic, I guess, was enough for YouTube to take it down, even though I was clearly against the situation. I was trying to bring light of how terrible social medias were handling it. So I thought that was a bunch of BS. I understand I probably shouldn't have been talking about the subject and using the victim's name. That was pretty stupid of me, so I agree with that, but I still don't think the video should have been taken down. And then my third strike was some fucking Leafy clone named ScorpyHQ fucking came into my live stream and said the N-word, and that caused my live stream to be... I literally banned him immediately, took down my live stream, but then it wasn't enough. His buddies that were sitting in the fucking chat, who were begging me to let him join, reported my video instantly. They were like, reported Lamau, and then they all left. So I completely got set up, and then I got reported for hate speech. I plead with YouTube saying that wasn't me who said it. I banned him. You know what I mean? It was stupid. I probably shouldn't have let him join, but I don't think that's enough for me to get a hate speech strike. And then they denied it and said, nope, sorry. And then that terminated my channel. That was almost at 1,000 subscribers that I spent a year grinding for. But I created this channel. It's going really well. I'm growing a lot faster than my previous channel, and I'm more focused on a certain goal here. And I think this channel has done a lot of good. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I can't live with malice. I mean, I'm gonna make this channel just as popular as the last one, if not more. So yeah, anyways, that's the Q&A. I might do another one. So if you guys want to ask me questions in this video, let me know and ask the questions, because it's fun doing these videos. But anyways, if you guys like this video and you want to see more of this kind of content, let me know. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.